Yo, how you doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, I know OW running a few minutes late. I know what y'all's probably saying. Old Negro ain't gonna go on tonight. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes late. He ain't gonna show up. But I'm here. I'm gonna come holler at y'all and share a little information with you that I recently received. Um, Halloween is one of those holidays in Medellin. I don't know if you ever had the opportunity to go there post COVID, but it's especially in the Loretta's area. You know, as much as I talk about not going to Parquilleras, but Halloween in Parquilleras is great, and not just that area, I should say, but all over Medellin. A lot of people tend to celebrate, the Halloween holiday or whatnot. A lot of people come out and they're masked. You know, you got the naughty women out there, their naughty clothes on, and it's just a good time. You know. Um, Last year I wasn't able to make it to Medellin for Halloween, and pardon me, I grab a little something to drink. But it was something that I always wanted to do. I had to make it out for Halloween because I see all the pictures and stuff, like all the people that be in Parquilleras and whatnot, and they'd be like, "Damn, they're like they having a good time out there." It's like it's everywhere you go, it's like a freaking street party. You know what I'm saying? Great thing. So it is what it is. But unfortunately, um, this year Halloween will not be the same in Medellin. I have a lot of friends in different groups or whatnot, and all of them already made plans for like Halloween. Like, man, when y'all gonna be? Oh, we're gonna be out there for Halloween. So like a lot of people, like Westerners, gringos, or whatnot, a lot of people are pretty much planning their trips around the holiday for Halloween. Y'all gotta excuse me. Pardon me. So unfortunately, due to a news article that I recently read, I'm going to give y'all the information on that article. Halloween this year in Colombia is pretty much canceled. Um, it's pretty much been written off for this year. And also in certain areas in Colombia for Halloween, there will be mandatory curfews in place. So there won't be any huge gatherings. You know, it won't be any uh, naughty nurse fucking what you call that costumes and shit on display. Not in mass gatherings anyway. If there will be some type of Halloween get-togethers or whatnot, it'll be small. It'll be relatively kept to a certain number of people or whatnot, and there won't be any huge gatherings allowed. All right. I got this information from on telereport.com. The president announced this, a few days ago, but as of today, well, actually yesterday, he reiterated the fact of not having mass gatherings or whatnot for Halloween coming up. So y'all fellas out there that's planning to go out there for Halloween and ball to your fall, you might want to reconsider that shit. You might want to think along the lines of probably having your own little personal gathering with friends or whatnot, or some of the people that you may know in the particular area. But as far as going to Medellin, going to certain areas in Medellin, and hoping to have like a Mardi Gras type scenery there, if that makes sense to you, it's not gonna happen. All right. As of today, let me see. I got the article in front of me right now. Okay. As of today, um, the Ministry of Health gave instructions to shopping malls to prevent arrangements of celebration in facilities on the business permit. So like normally like people will go to like some malls or whatnot or these type of areas and like they have parties for like Halloween. That's all been blocked. You know, as of the day, the Ministry of Health issued out instructions to large gathering venues like malls or whatnot that it will not be tolerated. And also the local mayors and all the local mayors in Colombia also have the right to implement curfew measures. On the day of the holiday based on their own circumstances. As of now, at the present, there are 46 municipalities and towns in the Tolima province, including the capital, that have stated that the above mentioned areas will implement a curfew from 4 p.m. on October 31st to 4 a.m. the next day. So from 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. on October 31st, if you're in one of these 46 municipalities so far in Colombia, there would be a curfew implement. So it's getting pretty serious. So you mean as you get closer to that date, I mean, we have a week left, give or take or whatnot before Halloween actually gets here. There may be a curfew implemented in a particular area that you're going to. Um, but this is all information that's just public information. You can actually look into this for yourself if you choose to. The reason for this that these particular counties have chosen to implement these curfews is because, so they say, their intensive care unit is close to being like saturated at capacity, and they don't want to see the further uh, uh, spreading of the virus. So what they're doing is they're putting a curfew in for Halloween. Now, this is why I'm saying, why I said to say this. Just think of it as, this is just the writing on the wall. All right. Think of it like this. They're doing this for a holiday, something for Halloween, all right? New Year's, that's even a bigger holiday, all right? So come January 21st, um, there may be a curfew implied for that. There may be no mass gatherings for New Year's, okay? And so forth and so forth. Christmas, sometimes people throw like big Christmas parties or whatnot. They'll have like, especially in Medellin, around that time of the year, man, there's parties all over the freaking place. All the festivals and stuff that they have. This this virus is going to impact us on a broader scale than I even imagined. That most of us could even possibly imagine. When I thought about pretty much, I think Halloween's being canceled, just think about further down the line in these other countries that we like to visit. We're talking about Colombia in particular here. Um, all the festivals that they have that's going to be canceled. As far as them doing this for Halloween, it was definitely a freaking shocker for me. I'm not going to lie to you. I never thought they would go to the extent, because you would think after they open the country, right, the country would be open. But what I'm reading right now, and y'all can look this up yourself, from the report that I'm looking at, is because I got this from a Colombian a Colombian newspaper, and yeah, it's what it's saying. Halloween, there'll be no mass gatherings. So, and as of now, we're looking at a freaking curfew being implicated. And if they're gonna start with this, I mean, there's no end to it. You ask yourself the question, okay, what's next? They're pretty much canceling all mass gatherings for Halloween. What's the next move? Okay, Christmas. All right, that's a big holiday. New Year's, big holiday. Shit, whatever else they have coming up after that. So just something for y'all guys to know, because I know a lot of guys in different groups that I'm in. Man, I mean, this has been like the freaking the talk of the town. Halloween in Medellin, Halloween in Cartagena, um, just Halloween in freaking Colombia, period. And this is the president's announcement. So I said to say this, guys, if y'all planning on going to Medellin for Halloween, you might want to reconsider, make your plans to go somewhere else. As of now, like I said, you got 46 municipalities and small towns in the province that are saying, hey, curfew. So you know what that means. Curfew is curfew. You do not want to go out there and be the gringo. They're saying, man, fuck that curfew, and they put your ass in a half Nelson and sling your motherfucking ass in the jail cell, and you'll be partying with some fucking hard legs and trying to get mama to get your ass up out of jail. So pretty much that's what I came on live for tonight, to just to put this information out there. I know some people may have known about this. Then again, there's probably a small group of people that didn't know about it. Some people like, oh, it's just freaking hearsay. Well, it's not hearsay. And there are some articles that you can go look up on your time that I'm looking at, like right now, that I have in my hand. That's just stating the evidence that I've laid in front of me. All right. So that's just a little heads up for you, just to give y'all a heads up. And I'm gonna go in the comment section right quick, holler at a few fellas, Roll the tape, man. Glad you stopped by, man. I know it's a little bit late tonight, but I was just sitting here and I freaking dozed off, man. It was fucking crazy, man. But I snapped back out of it. K-Mac, what's up? Mr. Dackers, man. Appreciate you, soul. Glad you stopped by, player. Roll Tide, rolling. Yeah, you're right. Kaboom. Jackson Jeter. Man, what's up, Jamal W? Eddie J. Don't need no costume. Getting in your suit like a banker. Oh man, but Eddie J, I know where you're going at with that, bro. It's all good, bro. Yeah, y'all boy crazy. Though. I'm gonna leave that one there alone. I know what you're talking about, Eddie J. What's going on, fellas? Water on a ducks. You know what establishment I'll be licking my chops at. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Roll Tide. I'm there with you, bro. I caught a little brain freeze. You know, it's just been one of them days. Yeah, I'm all right. What am with you? Good, cousin. No W. Oh man, HJG. Appreciate your play, boy. I know you by another name. I'm not gonna say that name, but it's glad to have you here, bro. Yeah, you're right. Eddie J. Let's see. Travelmatic, feet white. Man, I appreciate you wiping your feet tonight. Travelmatic, you strolling on through or whatnot. Hit the lights for Knuckle, y'all. Good info. We love to travel. Yeah, you're right, Jackson Jeter. Yeah, I'm just dropping a little info, man, because I wasn't sure how many people knew about it because this was relatively new. And well, to me anyway, I know there's some people out here, you know, they've probably been on top of this shit, you know, but I got the news yesterday. And today I was like, man, I was like, well, hell with it. I'll just go ahead on and, you know, make a little vlog about it. You know, there's probably more people that are actually, you know, stumble across this than actually read it. You know, I try to help the people out. Basically, is what I do. If I know a little something, I try and pass that little information on, and bam, there it is. Travelmatic, feet white. All right, travel. Yeah, my chicken Carter Henry said they may lock it down or maybe quarantine for 15 days overlapping Halloween weekend. Whoa, Travelmatic. Lord have mercy. You see what I'm saying? It's ugly, man. It's ugly, man. I mean, they taking it real serious. And like where I stay at, like around the bayou and shit, I mean, these people out here is like getting ready for Halloween in full force. I mean, they talking about having haunted houses in certain places. They talking about if they don't have the regular haunted house, they're gonna create their own haunted house. They talking about they gonna get it in for Halloween, you know. These white boys up out here buying motherfucking weed and law loud. They gonna do it. They gonna get high, they gonna get drunk, and they gonna do what the fuck they want to do. And there isn't any type of mandates from the governor or the mayor that I've heard here so far to whereas you know there won't be any mass gatherings or anything of that sort that I have heard as of yet. You know, they're saying like they say they're urging people not to like do the whole trick or treat thing and the mass gatherings, but it's no mandate really put into place. Like we're just gonna say, okay, we're gonna ask y'all not to do this, but if y'all do this, you know, it's on pretty much on you. So that's where they're staying at with that. In Colombia, they're actually saying similar things along the line with the kids. What they're telling the kids in Colombia is like, well, the parents of the children in Colombia, let me reiterate that they're saying, yeah, the kids can dress up or whatnot for Halloween, but they're saying that they should only get candy from neighbors or family. So pretty much they're telling the kids, dress up in a Halloween suit, walk next door, get some candy, and bring your ass back inside is pretty much what they're telling people to do. I mean, how that works out with the kids, I don't really know how they would go about enforcing that technically, you know, but that's what they're saying. Due to the article that I'm reading right here, I have in front of me, they're saying basically is want the kids to freaking just get candy from, you know, the parents of the family or whatnot. So in my mind, what I'm thinking, maybe they'll have like small, like community based type of giveaways or whatnot for the kids or something, not to the extent of just like going from neighborhood to neighborhood, walking around, going places in costumes and asking, you know, for treats and things of that nature, you know. I don't eat candy any fucking way. And I don't really, you know, endorse my son eating candy. So I don't think we're going to really go as far as that. We have like a small community church around here. And I think I may let him go and go to the little party or whatnot they may have for the kids. But I'm still up in the air about that. So it's like whatever. What they're saying is that the children are not susceptible and they can't gather in the streets. So it's not like a mass um, group of children can just get together and to go walk up and down the streets and celebrate Halloween. Pretty much Halloween as they've known it or how they've grown up to know Halloween in Colombia is going to and has been canceled. All right. And if I'm a betting man, if I have any idea how I know how the fucking police are in Colombia, they will be riding around and mass numbers of people will be dispersed. Like, hey, y'all can't do this. But the parents said, if y'all don't handle this, y'all going to jail. We gonna deal with this shit. So yeah, that's one thing about Colombian police. They don't. Yeah, the resistance will be met with force. I'll tell you that shit. Resistance will be met with force. All right, let me get back to the comment section. This isn't going to be a long live, y'all, tonight. This was just pretty much an informative live to give information to those who are in the travel community that who may have had travel plans already set up to go to Colombia with a specific goal or plan in mind, celebrating Halloween on October 31st this year. It may not be a good idea. As a matter of fact, I know some people don't have this information because I was on a live earlier today, earlier this evening, and it was pretty much a person in there stating that they were going to be headed out to Colombia this year for Halloween. And I just made a broad, like a blank statement, like maybe not this year, might not be a good idea. And they were telling me that they was going regardless. And I'm like, I don't think this guy has any idea that ain't gonna be no Halloween out there as he's used to it, what he thinking he going to get, but that shit ain't popping, unless he's gonna go there and throw his own little personal party. And even then, I mean, shit, I mean, you don't have to wait till Halloween to do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to be honest with you, but I'm just trying to put the information out there, hopefully it reaches someone who, would deem it worthy or deem it as good information and whatnot. So basically, that's what I'm doing. So this one's going to be a short live. I'm probably, maybe not. I'll come back on tomorrow. I have another topic that I want to get into, but I have to see if I could get in contact with this particular person to make that come to fruition as far as the topic at hand. I really want somebody who's an expert on a particular topic that I'm talking about. So I'm reaching out to this particular person. Hopefully it falls through. If not, I might just come on here and run my mouth. Hey, who knows, But this is just general for information. Nesman, I'm in here. What's up, Nesman, man? I appreciate you stopping by, my brother. And I already know you probably hit that like button, but if you didn't, hey, do what it do. Oh, duh. How many chicas can I smash in Medi with a hundred? With a hundred? A hundred? I don't know. Roll the tape. A hundred. It's a hundred. But if I'm damn. I don't know, bro. I'm trying to think. You got me lost for words. A hundred. A hundred. I think you saying 100, huh? Yeah, with $100. I don't know, bro. I say this, Roy. It depends on where you go at, player. That's all I can say about it. It depends on where you go at. Uh, Despite the contrary to popular belief, if you want to try and stretch $100, I'll tell you where not to go. Do not go to Hooters and Parker Harris. Take your ass somewhere else. That's what I pretty much say in response to that. Big Mike International. Oh, what's up, Big Mike, man? Glad to have you here, man. Glad to have you here. Big Mike says tomorrow should be a big news day in Medellin. Yeah, I mean, if this news, I mean, if it hasn't gone, public yet, I mean, in Medellin, I mean, I guess, people are gonna be like really surprised tomorrow when they wake the fuck up and they're like, oh, no Halloween, because a lot of people are dependent on it. Because you think about it, places like Cartagena, these tourist towns or whatnot, they know people flock to these areas from other international destinations to come there and spend money and patron the area. the girls, the chicas, they going out there, they gonna make their money off them people. And if they can't gather in mass, that's kind of bad on the tourism industry. I mean, overall. I mean, I live in a tourist town as well. And trust me, I see the businesses how they took some serious, serious L's over the past 4 or 5 months. One thing that I noticed when I was in Medellin as well is that a lot of restaurants who had bars or whatnot that didn't quite survive through the pandemic. A lot of the places had opened back up, but they opened back up under different names or whatnot. And some of them never did open back up. But they did, like I said, they were under new management. Maybe a new owner took over, and there's a lot of new construction being done there. Places are being updated or remodeled. I mean, look, it's the transition. It's a hell of a transition going on. So I said to say this, a lot of those places that open back up that's looking forward to making that money for these holidays that's coming up, I think a lot of people in for a rude awakening because they think, okay, Medellin open back up, especially places that depend on the tourist dollar, specifically Parquilleras. It's like, okay, we can finally get a breath of fresh air now. Okay, we're back open. We can start maybe getting some tourism coming back in. If not for tourism, some of the locals will start coming out to these places. But then they're like, bam, on big holidays, okay, y'all can't gather. So if they're still not out of the woods yet, all right, they're still going to be going through some hindrances. They're going to hemorrhage some more money. It's going to be some trying times in these upcoming, months, maybe years even, because Lord knows if there's a second wave or something to that effect that takes place, it could be definitely another possible shutdown altogether for Medellin. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, it's not even a question in my mind. After reading this news article and I seen clearly what's about to happen for Halloween, all the rest of the holidays are fair game, man. I mean, it's gonna pretty much go back to family get-togethers. Maybe the family get together and the kids walk around the living room and they throw candy in the fucking bucket. Shit, I don't know. Whatever they're gonna do, it's not gonna be in mass numbers. I will say that. Change them Halloween plans up, man. You might find somewhere else you want to go, buddy. Okay, yeah, big news tomorrow. Jackson T, the roller tide. Yeah, bro, roll tape. Yeah, he is crazy, bro. He say how much he can get for the hunt done. I just thought about it. He talking about $100. You know what I'm saying? He talking about for a C note. A hunt done. I'm be honest with you, bro. For a good $100, when you move around right, you can get some work in. No doubt about that shit. You're gonna get some work in. Real talk. You just this what I'm gonna tell you where not to go. You go to the places that I don't say go, and you move around to other places, you're gonna be having your hands full for a couple of days. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. What up, Cuzzo? Jackson J, the roller tape. Eddie J, as long as I can trick and treat, I'm good. Your boy said, I mean trick or treat. Okay, man. I hear you, Eddie J. I know exactly what you're talking about, Ain't nothing wrong with it, bro. And look, that's what I've been telling people, man. I mean, even prior to this, and it was like, man, the clubs ain't open in Medellin, dog. I ain't going. Fuck that. I'm like, to each his own. I feel that, but bro, the show must go on. You could actually still have a real good time for any city, as that matter of fact. If you have enough space and you have enough connections, I mean, all you really need is 4 or 5 people for a party, to be honest with you. 4 or 5 good people for a party, and you're good. I mean, you're good. I mean, and then when it all boils down to it, you have too many different personalities in one place. Sometimes that causes friction anyway. So I mean, you get your, and another thing about that, when you have small gatherings like that, you're pretty much in complete control of the environment. That's the other plus with that. All right. And people are always looking for a good time. So I think the rise of the private party in Medellin is definitely going to be on an incline because the mass gatherings from this article, what I'm seeing, that shit is dead from anywhere from 6 to as far out as 12 months. I'm just speculating, 6 to 12 months. I can see it easily, like the large gathering thing, and that's not where it's at, man. You're gonna have to figure out how to have your own economy, uh, create your own party, so to speak, and thrive like that. And figure out how to keep a lid on that shit, because once you get past like a gathering of more than 10 or 15 people and somebody running the button on your ass because you're having a little bit too much fun over there, shut your shit down. Because yeah, a lot of folks went to jail during COVID in Colombia because they were throwing private parties and shit up in the fucking mountains. Somebody will go rat, they'll come over there. There's a couple of cases where they had like something like little small raves going on, because people was like, man, it's like getting cabin fever. They locked up in the house for months and months on end. So they had these guys who were actually throwing parties, little underground parties or whatnot. They'd get together, they'd be in there smoking, they'd be in that bitch fucking, they'd be in that bitch snorting, doing it up, just pussy and drugs every motherfucking way. And somebody ran to the button. The police ran in there, took everybody to fucking jail, confiscated all kind of fucking dope. They took pictures of the motherfucker. They was perp walk and taken the fucking jail, which people looked at them and they was pretty much like, ah, they shunned them. Like they were looked at as like disgrace, because people are very proud of their country there. They go through that shit. So these people who were actually caught doing that, they were looked at and they were looked down upon, like they were shunned and like disgrace. Like how dare you do this? And that's how they was looked at here. Now in America, they may have been glorified. Oh man, they did that shit big, man. They did it good. It's just like the mentalities are totally different between us here and them there. All right. So that's just a little inside perspective on what actually takes place and how people look at things there. It's kind of hard for us to see that because we're so westernized and we go so caught up in this fucking society here. If something bad is good, if something good is bad, but there is like totally opposite. So that's just something to think about with these upcoming holidays and shit. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Go through this comment section. I'm approaching 30 minutes. That's what I think I'm gonna keep it at right now. Fitness and travel. What's good, OW? In the chat, added my like. Thanks, fitness and travel, bro. I appreciate you, my brother. And everybody who is here, I appreciate if y'all do hit that like button. I'm just delivering a little information to you guys. At Roller Tape, you should ask Johnny LA that question. Big Mike International, you are correct. I think he'd be able to give you a better appraisal on how much you could get for them $100 Roller Tape. Now, you know me, I'm old head now, man. I ain't gonna be able to give them good numbers that you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that might be the man to ask. Good response, Big Mike, man. You crazy, dog. It's always a rat. That's why you gotta move Dolo. Shaking my head. Yeah, real talk, Eddie J. I mean, these guys here. I mean, it was man. Look, they strung their fucking asses up. Perp walk in the daytime and brought them out in front of the community so everybody could see exactly who the fuck they were. There were pictures taken. They was put in the newspaper, and they were fine. Now, what happened after that, I don't know. But I am familiar with the news story. There were several of these parties that were taking place in Colombia during the fucking quarantine. All right. And people ratted them out. I mean, think about it. How else would they know? Police come in there and raid the bitch, take all the motherfucking dope and all the pussy. Everybody in there, they having orgies and shit, shutting that shit down. Boy, I know these happy as a motherfucker to get out there. How ain't nobody had no pussy, no dick in motherfucking months, and we was not in there drinking, getting high and fucking, and in come the motherfucking police. That's a fucked up feeling. I could just imagine. I hope they catch that rat and they hang his ass upside down. But hey, it is what it is, though. Big Mike International, he would say fuck off. Yeah, you right, John. Roll tape. Look, he probably would say that shit, man. He probably come out there and say, hey, roll the tape. I can tell you to get some pussy for $100. But if they don't like it, you can go fuck off. He would say some shit like that, but he gonna throw that in. He gonna tell somebody to go fuck off if they don't like what he talking about. And I really think he's serious about this shit too. Yeah, I really think he's serious about that. So, brief overview. Oh, what's up, Jay Clyde? Man, I'm glad you stopped by, Jay Clyde. You're one of the real ones, bro. You've been around for a long time, bro. I've been knowing you since Brazil days, man. Man, look, it's funny how time flies when you're having fun, bro. I look back at this, bro, and it's going on 3 years now since I first stepped out of this country, and it's been a hell of a fucking ride, man. And yeah, traveling has opened my eyes to a lot of things, both good and bad, but it's also humbled me as well for me to appreciate the things that I do and don't have. And I just like when I see fellas like you and Nesma 99, I go way back to when I first started out and shit, man, traveling and whatnot. Yeah, it's surreal to me. But I appreciate having y'all fellas here. All 30 of y'all who stopped by tonight. This is just a quick, informative live I wanted to do. And, just basic information about going to Colombia and what to expect in the coming weeks as far as Halloween. I know a lot of y'all guys. I mean, look, y'all was all ready to go because I still have pictures in my phone from the past 2 years of Halloween. And when I say they had, man, it's a beautiful sight to see. But COVID has changed a lot. If it could be for the better or for the worse. Um, Am I telling you guys not to go out there for Halloween? Hell no. That's your dime, your money. I know some of y'all have limited amount of days you can take off of work. You've already planned for that shit. Yeah, just go out there. But all I'm saying is be prepared and be aware of what you've had for the past 2, 3, or however many years you've been going out there. It's not going to be that way, brother. So I said to say that. Said to say this. By you having that information now, you can move accordingly and have things set up for yourself, like a private party or maybe something to that effect. Because you just going out and having these mass gatherings, it's going to be pretty much non-existent. All right. And I'm just trying to give y'all a heads up so you can be prepared, and you got a week ahead. You got what, a week, 8, 9 days, give or take now, that you could actually prepare. And if you have connections on the ground, you have a network or whatnot, maybe you could change your Airbnb to a larger venue that maybe you could have more people over there. I mean, just a little bit of information could give you a head start on your planning before you get there, as opposed to you not knowing and you get there thinking you're gonna walk into a fucking free fall in the streets and it's pretty much gonna be a ghost town. But with that being said, fellas, OW, I'm gonna cut this one short tonight. I hope this information is valuable to someone out there in the upcoming 2 weeks, as far as Halloween in Medellin, Cartagena. We're just gonna say Colombia all together. There's 46 municipalities right now that have curfews, that they're gonna implement starting at 4 p.m. All right, 4 p.m. to the next freaking day. Let me give you the exact time again. I know I said it earlier, but I want to be specific when I tell you this, so I won't be like, it's a little bit off. And yeah, 4 p.m. October 31st to 4 a.m. the next day. So that's pretty much freaking daytime. I mean, you think about 4 p.m. the fucking sun's still out. I mean, that's like in the afternoon, and they talking about a curfew. So just be aware of that, I mean, 4 p.m. That's yeah. Yes, sir. So let's just hope it doesn't spread to too many other municipalities or whatnot. Right now, it's just Tolima province. Let's just hope it doesn't spread any further than that. But you know how things work in Colombia. One day it's this, one day it could be that. Next day it might be a whole motherfucking half of the country may be like, okay, we're going on the motherfucking mandatory curfew for Halloween, and that definitely be fucked up. But once again, that could be played to your advantage. If you have people, you already have a network in place, just bring the party to you. But this is OW. I'm about to sign off. I appreciate all of y'all coming on tonight. Y'all have a good one, man, and whatever y'all plan to do. And I will probably be doing another show tomorrow. I'll post it up. Like I said, I got to get in touch with my people. But I appreciate all of y'all. I appreciate all of you stopping by. It's always great to see y'all in the chat. Fitness and travel. I'm gonna be getting up with you later, my dude. Marquise, Coasty, Roller Tape, Eddie, Jackson, Big Mike, Nessman, Travelmatic, Roll Tide. I am HJG, Eddie J, Jamar, and of course Jackson Jeter. Everybody who's in the chat, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. If I missed your name, I'm sorry. I just went through the last couple of names I had seen, but y'all have a good one and come back and see me again. Peace.